Latham says that the Slavs lived in Mecklenburg, Brandenburg, Uckermann, Altmark, Lundburg, Holstein, etc. Latham includes the Slavs, Skoloti, Scythians, Goeti, Dachans, Thracians, Pannonians, the original inhabitants of Noricum and Dalmatia, Krobica, Jazyga, Lemigenti, Kvadi, Ligi, Siligi, Bastarni, Suardoni, Rugi, Buri, Skiri, Turkilingi, Venedi, etc. In his time, Latham included among the Serbs Serbia, Slavonia, Transylvania, New Serbia on Dniester, inhabited in 1754, Bosnians and Herzegovians, Dalmatians, Dubrovnik, and Montenegrins. According to Ravensky, east of the river Lena along the Baltic Sea live Sirdifini. This is the copy of Serbian name. East of them and from the sea to Pannonia is Sarmatia. On the Vistula by the sea are the Rosolani. From the river the Vistula to the Black Sea, south of Rosolani, is Dardania. North of the Caucasus, between it and the Sea of Azov, is the Vardano River, which flows into the Sea of Azov, flowing from east to west. On this river is the city of Seraka, and all this is located in Asian Sarmatia. North of the Caucasus are the Seravni Monti. On their eastern side are the Orinei, and the south the Vali, the Serbs, the Tusks, and the Diuduri to the Vuon River, which flows into the Caspian Sea. The Volga is Ra. Velleius Peterculus says that the Pannonians, or inhabitants of Pannonian lowlands, spoke the same language as the Illyrians. These Pannonians learned Latin during Roman rule, but never accepted Roman customs because they had their own entrenched ones. Nicholas of Damascus, 1st century BC, calls the inhabitants of Pannonia and Dacia Illyrians. Dolci asks, should we take out the Sarmatians from the Illyrians or the Illyrians from the Sarmatians? Srbica. The oldest complete Serbian alphabet was found in Vinča, and it dates back to the 4th millennium BC. Srbica is a real source of literacy. From it arose all kinds of European literacy and then the literacy of North Africa, except the Egyptian ideography. Also the literacy of the Aryan tribes of Asia, the Aramaic, Jewish, and Southern Arabic scripts. The presence of Srbica as an alphabet in some countries is an undoubted proof of the presence of Serbian culture and its predominant influence. Literacy originated from Vinčan Serbs, developed in a spirit of culture of the people and the country, and they are individual letters gradually changed their appearance. We have tried to present the original letter of each of the mentioned countries on the following pages. The first literacy proves its true origin, so the letter change of the characters of certain letters is not very important. There were changes in the character and voice value of certain letters in various Serbian countries, so it is easy to understand that these changes were greater in foreign nations. As for the names of the letters, they differ to a greater or lesser extent between individual people. It should not be forgotten that modern Serbian, although it originated directly from original Serbian, has undergone certain changes. As for the interpretation of the phonetic values of certain letters, there are also contradictory cases in the letters of certain countries. We did not have time to deal with these cases in more detail, and we will not take on the role of judge to decide who was right. One of them is given on different phonetic values for the two letters in Russian script by Bilbia and Pešić. In one case, we decided on Bilbia's solution, and in another of Pešić's. Our determination is based on certain examinations and knowledge, but they should not be considered final. In the context of this work, we consider that even a comparative presentation of the indicated letter speaks the volumes, with the essential remark that the Serbian letter from Vinča is the oldest. Numerical values of Srbica. Before the introduction of the so-called Arabic numbers, Serbian numbers were used, letters in roll of numbers. Each letter had its own numerical value, with which the arithmetic operations were performed. Such use of the word was not only among Serbs, but also among Greeks, Copts, Jews, and some other people. It is proved that all the people who used Serbian used its letters as numbers at the same time. Thus, the numerical value of individual Serbian letters is the same for all people. Just as the Arabs in ancient times used letters as numbers in order of the Old Serbian, in the same way as in Aramaic and Hebrew scripts, our attention was drawn to the order of the letters of numbers, which is the order of the first 9 letters from 1 to 9. The first thing that could be noticed is that this order does not correspond to Arabic alphabet except for the first 2 letters, A and B, numbers 1 and 2. Considering the formation of numbers from the first known appearance to their final appearance, the following is noticeable. The appearance of the numbers, and even those from the 13th century, reveal the origin of the letters from which they originated in form and reorder. This proves to us that the numbers originated from the letters of Old Serbian in this order: A, B, G, D, E, V, Z, J, Ž. It is an approximate order of the letters in a modern Serbian alphabet. From these letters, as they were in original Serbian, came the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is indisputable that the Arabs played a role in shaping these letters into numbers, just as it is indisputable that the numbers were made from Serbian letters. Among the Serbs, the letter Č, Čima, had the value of number 90, and the letter C, Cifa, the value of number 900. These 2 letters are not in Greek alphabet, but as numbers they are according to the same in order with the same value. The word Čima was used by the Greeks as number 90 and written in a slightly modified form. The word Cifa was also used as the number 900, with such a modified form that it could not be recognized. These letters are found in the Coptic alphabet and have the same numerical value. They are also found in Hebrew alphabet with the same numerical value, with the only difference that the Jews both call them Tzade, Chim as usual Tzade and number 90, and Tzifa as final Tzade and number 900. These are irrefutable proof that Greeks and Jews received literacy from Serbs with the same numerical value of certain letters, including the letters Čima and Cifa. The Greek numbers reveal the origins of Greek literacy. Since the Greek did not have the word vita in their language, they kept the Serbian vita from number 6 according to the order. The same in the case of Serbian letters Čima, the 90, and Cifa, 900. Jewish numbers show that the Jews kept Serbian letters Jaza, Čima, and Cifa with the same number of values, so since they do not have the sounds Zaja and Čima, all 3 of these letters have the voice Cifa, in Hebrew Tzade, with the name Jaza, Tet.